Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic too absurd. No statement too asinine. We are Nerdities. These finest coming in your ear holes audibly, not the other way. That fucking shit all day. I'm Mike. I'm also joined by
Justin.
We are short of Kyle because life happens, but we do have a
Vinny.
And producing and talking is Joe. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Nobody had anything personal going on in their lives, right? Nobody has anything to talk about? We just can't do shows? Just do it that way? Huh?
I just want to give a big shout out to the guy at Burlington Code Factory. He was my best friend in a former life. He was just so giddy and happy and just cracking jokes with me. He must have been like 65 plus. He was just an old fella, just giggling like a little girl. And he kind of got me like involved with it too. Like we were just laughing at checkout. Good times. Good times. Small moments like that.
You got a lot of those. You got a lot of those stories where I was talking to this older dude. He was cool. You connect with older people pretty well, don't you?
They love me. Don't know why, because they make their stupid jokes, and I'll make a stupid joke back, and they go, That's honestly what happened. He said, I bought AirPods, little earbuds, and he's like, oh man, these things took me like 3 weeks to figure out, and I was like, okay, good, it'll only take me a week and a half. He's like, I'm right there, gave him my number, gonna see him this weekend.
New BFF. That's cool.
Yeah.
Vinny's spreading out there. Well, I talked to somebody over the weekend, Friday night, when I went out to get something to eat, and it lasted till 2 in the morning in her hotel room. Ooh. Nothing happened other than us becoming better friends, but you know what? The future is bright. That's all I'm saying.
Nice.
I haven't done shit like that since I was in my 20s. Just meet somebody and randomly hang out with them all night long. That's not stuff you're supposed to do in your 40s.
Hey. Did you have fun?
Yeah. You know how it happened? Neither one of us have kids. That's all I'm saying.
Boom.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Let's do a regular show then. Casting. There was one really big official announcement for casting this week.
Was there?
But another one, really massive, waiting for years for it. There's another one that just dropped today, shortly before we started up the show. Clark Bacco. Now, I know you're going to be like, hey, who's that dude? No. Who's that woman? Most of us know her. Most of us would call her Rosie from Letterkenny.
Oh.
Will be in Venom 3. I saw that. Yep. Yeah. Good for her. That's what I'm saying. I say good for her.
Yeah. Good job getting the check, but...
Yeah. Anything Marvel is a positive. Like, it's a career move. It's definitely a career move.
It's a little accolade.
No clue who she's playing, but I hope it's superpowered because she looks very athletic. Looks live.
Still want to see Cleeso as Wolverine, but, you know.
I know who we're going to see as Wolverine.
Yeah. How's that then?
What? Daniel Radcliffe? What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope so too.
The big casting announcement this week, as you probably already know by now, because it stormed the internets. They did it in a classy way.
Valentine's
Marvel
present.
Always does it interesting. Yeah. They sent us a Valentine's gift, and I loved it. We now know who the Fantastic Four are going to be. And just like just like SAG told us, it is definitely going to be Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, which I think even if you weren't all about it, we've all come to accept at this point.
Honestly, that's a bold move. You need a strong lead. He can do it.
Yeah.
He's going to be extra strict strong. Vanessa Kirby, who I don't believe I've seen in anything.
I do hear she's really good in The Crown.
I've seen her in Mission Impossible. She was in one of those.
She was in Hobbs and Shaw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was his sister or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good.
Boy. So she's got a strict set of rules, and she's always ready to fight anybody at a given moment.
Yeah.
Hostess.
Maybe.
She will be Sue Storm / the Invisible Woman. Joseph Quinn, who we all really enjoyed as Eddie Muntz, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not Eddie Munster, Eddie Muntz.
I was really happy for him.
I am too.
Yeah.
This is a big one. This is a big one. I'm looking forward to the energy he brought to Eddie in Stranger Things coming to Johnny.
Yeah.
This is an excellent choice.
Apparently, I saw online he got people are like hating on it,
Hi.
which I don't necessarily really believe too much. I just think if you read the comments, you're gonna get trolls.
Of course.
Don't read the comments.
Yeah.
There's shitty people. People will
Yeah.
take issue with things for no reason, just to be contrarians.
Not even like bot forums. They're just there to
Yeah.
shit on anything.
Oh, the Russians are trying to ruin Fantastic Four now?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go down the weeds here, but I mean, if you're part of a media company and you want to create controversy and headlines and storylines, you may have people saying, hey, comment here and say how much this guy sucks.
It will take place during the Cold War.
Oh, you think this is all some kind of promotional gimmick?
No.
What you call it? But no, it is going to take place in the 60s, though. I think.
Yeah,
that-
63, based on the Life magazine that...
What do they time jump at the end, you think?
Either that or it starts in the 60s and most of it's spent in space, so they don't really have to be involved on Earth.
Yeah, the whole time dilation thing.
Could be. But anyhow, but the last member are the Ben Grimm / thing of this movie, Eben Moss Backrack. And I've seen him in stuff.
The bear.
I know I've
He's
seen
been
him
a
in
lot.
stuff.
He's got a cool name.
He was actually Mike Bro in The Punisher.
Second Marvel role.
Yeah, he looks very different in that. He played Callow quite well in that movie. There we go.
Sorry.
So let's see him play gruff and yet lovable. Oh, he was in Andor.
He's on the bear.
Yeah.
I've been, well, I haven't seen The Bear. I'm talking about stuff I've watched.
Same.
Okay, there we go.
Bear's a good show.
Love it.
Interesting tidbit. I know there haven't been a shitload of people that have played the character, but he's going to be the first Jewish actor
Yes.
to be Ben Grimm.
Yes, he is.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for everyone. Good for you. Good for me. No other casting, right? No other announcements on the cast?
No.
Okay, good. I only have one trailer that I wrote down. Something tells me I completely forgot to write others down. Yeah. 4.
Quattro?
You want
the
me?
only one I wrote down
You want me to take over?
is... Yeah, after I throw this out. Because I didn't even put it in the group. But I told you to watch. I watched you as you watched The Watchers trailer.
Yeah.
And I'd advise everyone check this one out to see what your level of interest is. It's a Shyamalan movie, but as in Shyamalan tradition, there's a twist with who's directing it. It is not being written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Written, yes, but is being directed by his daughter.
What's
See
the
if I
tweets?
get her name right. Ishana Shyamalan.
That's a cool
Co-writer,
name.
I believe. Yeah.
That sounds like a song.
Yeah, it does.
Comes close. Shama Shyamalan. Do-do-do-do. It looks high concept. A bunch of people stuck in a cement room in the woods with a giant mirrored window. That's obviously like a one-way mirror or whatever, where they can only see themselves in the reflection, But the other side of it is something that is watching them.
Thing.
Now, insert Twilight Zone music and go. Yeah. It's going to be unnerving. Can't wait to check it out when it's on Amazon.
And then pay an extra $3.99 to see it without commercials.
Oh, yeah, that's where we are. Hopefully it comes to Hulu then. I'm already paying for that.
All right. Other trailers include Sasquatch Sunset.
That's right, you did tell us to watch that.
And I watched you watch it.
Yeah. We've been doing a lot of watching us watching.
Yeah.
It looks weird.
So weird.
Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of dialogue in it. Looks like it's going to be very expressive, kind of abstract, emotional weirdness. Who's the cast in this? Because there's a couple names that I was like, oh shit, no way.
Riley Keough. I believe it's Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah. That was the one that shocked me. Jesse Eisenberg is one of the Sasquatches?
Sasquatch?
Sasquatch.
There you go.
Sasquatch.
Susquehanna.
Hairy North American land apes.
Bum, 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 bum.
Very art house.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably check that out
Yeah.
one day when I'm really hot.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg, Riley Keough.
I know the name.
You do. You know the face, too.
Riley with Riley with a K and a.
She was
I
in.
really should have just.
She's Daisy Jones and Daisy Jones and the Six. She was in the Terminal List. Riverdale, but you don't watch any of that.
No, I do not know her face at all. I don't think I've seen her in anything. Oh, she was in Mad Max. Okay,
I was going to say she's in Fury Road.
Yeah, she's one of the chosen ladies. Okay,
Yeah.
she's gonna be under a ton of fur this time.
She's in Magic Mike.
Oh well, that's where I didn't see her. But yeah, that one looks weird.
Next, Cinderella's Revenge.
Did you share this?
I did the other night.
I don't remember clicking on this.
Oh, you'd remember if you did.
Okay.
Think Blood and Honey, but Cinderella style. So, Cinderella's godmother comes and she hooks her up with the whole dealie to go to the, the ball and shit. And she also gives her a mask. So when she puts it on, it like enhances all of Cinderella's rage so she can murder all those who've done wrong to her.
That's a turn you could do with that, I guess. That's a choice you can make.
Okay.
Does it look like it's the same company? Are they just cranking out these twisted fairy tales now?
I don't think it's the same company.
Production looks way better.
If they did like a fucked up version of Fractured Fairy Tales, like from Rocky and Bullwinkle, like that kind of opening.
Production looks better, and Natasha Henstridge is the fairy godmother.
Oh, Natasha Henstridge. I haven't seen her in much lately.
Wow.
Wasn't she Species?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh man, she was 110% sexy in that.
sure was. Then we got the trailer for the trailer of Borderlands.
Oh, we're counting this? We're counting this as it's a teaser for a tease?
Yeah, it's a teaser.
The
for the
images
teaser.
look cool.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about it because they're going to drop the fucking trailer tomorrow, and of course we don't record on Wednesdays. So, we'll talk the full trailer next week, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, the quick flashes of everything we got, it looks good.
Who else has played that series? I played the first two games. Actually, no, I played the first two, then the expansion sequels that were like minis, and I'm still screwing around with Borderlands 3 right now. Am I the only one with a lot of experience?
I've
I
only
played 1 and 3.
I haven't played any of the full games, but I've played some of the games.
I have them and I haven't played them.
Oh, Joe.
They're fun.
Very fun game. Very sick sense of humor in there.
Every time I go to play a new game, Skyrim just goes, you want to play me. And then I go play Skyrim.
Do you play like legitimately? Do you not do like a fast travel and resting?
No, I play legitimately.
Campfires in the woods?
I
Cook your own meat?
Yeah, I cook meat. I fast travel. Well, if you fast travel, dragons come and try to kill you anyway. So
Really?
yeah, the more you fast travel, the more odds that where you're gonna fast travel to there's a dragon.
Nice.
Yeah, dragon bones weigh a lot.
Yeah, they're like good to sell, but they do weigh a lot. I have a character, Vegeta, the mage.
Yeah, I mean,
It's one of those games with a weight limit.
Yeah, but you can increase it more with your skills.
Always so frustrating when you've got encumbrance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Borderlands looks fun.
Borderlands. And the most important trailer of the week. We got the trailer for X-Men 97.
Oh
It
yes.
did drop this week.
Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
It's hard to believe that it's only been a week since the internet started pissing and moaning that Rogue's ass isn't as big as it used to be.
God, every
Or-
post is about that.
I
Or
know. What is the deal with that? Why did they nerf her butt cheeks?
it's not even just that. It's the
Dude, this act-
outrage over the fact that Morph, who is a character that can change his body, they're upset that he's non-binary.
Like, who
If there's
cares?
anyone that makes sense for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. Somebody complained at work about it. I'm just like, but it makes sense.
Yeah, he literally is non-binary. 'Cause
Right.
He can get banged like a chick, or he can have his big old dick swinging.
It's Morph, and I like the design.
Yeah, it's very Age of Apocalypse design.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not forget, they've been through all that crap that they went through all those seasons, and a lot of that, I'm pretty sure they even did Age of Apocalypse in there. No, they didn't.
No.
Not in that series. They teased it in X-Men, Wolverine the X-Men.
I gotta ask everybody, is anybody going back and rewatching the series?
Funny enough,
I almost did.
I have.
I'm doing it.
I've been doing it for a couple weeks now. I'm currently about to finish the Dark Phoenix saga.
I'm about to start Days of Future Past.
I find it hard to watch that show sometimes just because of the animation. I know the stories were great. They were really,
It holds up.
really excellent. Not all the time.
Yeah, until the last season.
I'm with you, Mike.
Season.
The last season is bad.
Well, shows often do that. They completely run out of budgets right at the end and limp their way to the end zone.
But like, it's the same animation at the old Spider-Man. That's completely watchable too.
No. That animation I felt was way better. It was way tighter on that show.
It's very similar.
Ironically, with that, I'm watching Secret Wars.
No.
I was
might
trying to
like
learn the X-Men theme on the guitar, but 16 notes are really hard. Yeah.
You'll do it. I have faith in you.
I'll get there. All right, thank you.
I'll do it.
How fucking cool is Gambit lighting up Wolverine's claws?
That is cool.
Yeah.
But does anyone else think that's kind of a crazy notion? Because like the stuff he charges explodes. Does that mean adamantium's going to explode?
I don't know. Or if can he control the amount of charge he puts in it? Because then it's only like tasers. Fucking
Or is
taser
it like-
claws.
Is it like kinetic energy where it just pushes out like T'Challa's suit in Black
Well,
Panther?
that's Gambit's power, right? Like he charges a thing's potential kinetic energy.
No,
and then it explodes.
I think he manipulates the kinetic, or maybe he forces the kinetic energy into things because he can only do it to
Inorganics.
Yeah. So I would assume that he has a level of control. So maybe he doesn't make them explode. Either way, pretty fucking
Isn't adamantium indestructible?
Virtually. They always like throwing out virtually because there have been stories where like Hulk got so pissed that there was one what if where he cracked Wolverine's skull. when like it killed him, but it's Wolverine, like nothing, like something that shouldn't kill him.
He'll just heal it.
In the Wolverine the X-Men comic, someone had a molecular modifier, and they used it on his legs, and his legs got all mangled and shit. And then when they really solidified, he couldn't walk, so they had to go figure out a way to fix him. So it's virtually indestructible. So it's another like immovable object,
mostly
unstoppable force.
Can I make my real pitch for the bros in the back?
Sure.
The reason why I don't think a lot of people articulate it this way, but this is how I see it. You can't touch her, right? So they have this voluptuous hottie who made everyone's pee-pee go doing, doing, doing. And that's what was one of her biggest allures. Now they nerf her, and she's still an attractive cartoon lady. But
think about that sentence you just said. I want you to stop.
I know. Hey, dude, if you ever want to talk about it, it's fine. There's hot cartoon ladies. My Valentine, Yu-Gi-Oh, she's a babe.
Chitara?
Yeah.
She was naked. Essentially naked.
Freaking Shiva from Mortal Kombat. Why not? 4 arms.
That's one of the Goro people?
Yeah.
No.
It's China with 4 arms. What's the big deal?
You just talked yourself out of that win.
No, bro. China with 4 arms? Justin, back me up, dude.
Four arms is a little much.
It's not.
Oh, wait. Now that I'm thinking of some freakier shit, no, four arms is fine.
Yeah, because she can hang out with the nib, she's got one of the balls, and she's like,
Yo.
Dude, you just close your eyes and you're like, take me.
Tickling the butthole.
I'm not saying the amount of arms. I'm saying the size of the arms. If it was like Elizabeth Banks with 4 arms, or Salma Hayek, yeah, those are arms I could deal with 4 arms.
Are you scared of like physically
strong monsters?
Yes.
Strong monsters grabbing my dick scary.
Isn't one of her fatalities she rips somebody in half?
Yeah. Then he wants snoo. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. She will give you death by.
Right there, buddy.
That was good.
Fortify that pelvis.
I am afraid of her, and I think that's the allure, because, again, take me. Yeah, that's my pitch on Rogue. Keep her voluptuous.
Take me, break me, make me a man.
I'm 1,000% okay that they took Rogue's overdrawn ass for a white Southern chick.
I'm okay with it. I don't lose sleep.
She was a Southern white girl in the 90s. No white girl in the 90s had ass like that. I'm sorry.
Well, sugar,
grew up then. Didn't fucking happen.
You are right.
Bro,
okay?
She's malnourished white trash.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go another layer deeper. Think about Gambit. Homeboy's a player. He's going wherever he wants to go, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, Dale Show?" You think he's going to go after Rogue if she's not busting out of her leather onesie?
Yes,
popping that ass out. He's like, "I can't have that."
That's exactly why he wants it, because he can't have it.
The thief can't touch it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if she's not busting out the seams in a freakish, cartoonish way,
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Because it's just like it's another girl. Yeah, she's fine. Then it's like, oh, Gambit's got himself a little game he wants to play here.
You're not accepting the psychology. You're not accepting the psychology here. She could look like Puck and still have those powers, and he wouldn't care. He'd be all about it. It's because he can't.
Especially for that kind of personality, because he's a thief and he takes what he wants, and he can't take what he wants from her.
Okay, so we're in agreement. He is about that life. I'm saying, to add the layer further, she is popping.
But it doesn't matter if she's popping or not. That's not what drives.
I think it's another. I believe in my heart of hearts.
It's not what drives the whole situation.
Yeah, that would drive a guy like Gambit even more.
And again, 1997, white girl from the South, no ass.
Excuse me, sir. She did have one.
No.
That's like
There's a thing called anomalies. Her mom had milk bubbles popping out the seams too. Her dad was a freaking professional bodybuilder. He had legs for days. She inherited them, and it went straight to her ass.
She was an orphan.
Well, I made her backstory. This is what you do when you rip. Can I rip?
But you don't need to make her backstory. They made it.
Well, they don't ever talk about who her parents are?
Not much.
I actually think Mystique's her mom, isn't it? We're in her.
That's right.
Adopted, not her biological mom.
That's right.
Oh,
They've
okay.
done it, and they've gone into more depth recently, but I don't remember that. I didn't pick up her and Gambit's book. She hasn't been one of my focuses over the years. I didn't think it was really cool until they kind of fixed her powers, and she could just take them without hurting people. And she pretty much became Peter Petrelli from Heroes, fucking unstoppable.
Yeah.
Does she pass out still?
No. That was a while ago. They probably changed it since then, but she was pretty great at that point. That's all the trailers, right? We completely sidetracked off trailers?
Yeah. Trailers.
Good. That's what we do. I got one review, and it might shock everybody that, yes, I spent money to go see Madam Webb.
Shocked the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I'm pretty shocked on that too. How bad?
I was bored. I was really bored. I decided, fuck it, might as well. I need something for the show. Before I talk about the movie, I have to give the patented Mike Higgins review of my fellow viewers. I'm reviewing the audience, you people. And most of them I walk in there, and of course, there's someone sitting in my seat. Oh. So I have to be like, and there was maybe 10 people in the whole theater. I had to be like, pretty sure that one's mine. Is it? Yep, D8. Oh, okay. Well, not even an okay, just a gets up and shuffles over 2 seats to where she's supposed to be. And
Are you sure?
I'm paying attention, ma'am. I'm sure. You know what I should have done? The water bottle that she left sitting there, I should have just picked up and skipped it down the fucking aisle. Instead, I picked it up and I was like, here, you forgot your water. You're fucking welcome.
You ruined her day, bro. Good job.
Yeah. Good.
I revel in
So
those
happy.
moments.
She went home and she beat her dog.
Yeah. I saw a movie. You have no idea. This guy asked me to move on my car. He put his hand in my water bottle.
She absolutely made a TikTok about it. She's like, and the whole theater was open, and he was like, "That's my seat." Like, clearly, he could have sat somewhere else.
And I can't even.
Finders keepers, losers keepers, right?
Like, it was empty, bruh.
Yeah. No, she was like 60. So.
Still, kick her in the fucking
Yeah,
face.
it was like,
She MySpaced it.
she's like, yeah.
She looked it up on AOL Messenger.
No, she still went on TikTok. She's a hip granny. She's like, he missed out on the best gummy bears of his life.
Yeah,
See,
could you
I
imagine?
love
She was hoping you were
Gummy
like,
bears. Takes the dentures
Yeah.
out. Aww.
I
can
didn't
you imagine?
a box of popcorn. I got a hole in the bottom just for him.
One Dune popcorn bucket, please.
So most of the viewing experience was decent until about
It started.
a third of the way in. A third of the way in, when the cliche sitting next to me, the black dude with the fat white chick, started basically speaking at the screen. Now, what he was saying was accurate. But keep it to your fucking self. We were all thinking it. What he was saying is, why are you doing such stupid shit? She told you not to do stupid shit. And the kids keep doing stupid shit. Because this movie, the story is predicated on people doing very stupid shit. First mistake was the producers deciding to make a fucking Madam Web movie. Second mistake was going through. I could list them all.
Dude, tell them the thing that's bothering me the most.
Oh, I don't remember.
The time frame.
It's your bother. Oh, the time frame is kind of bullshit. It's set in 2003. It starts in like 75, which is why I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is it say, but it's her mother in like 75.
Okay.
She's pregnant. Her mother's pregnant in Peru. Like, the fucking kid's leg is hanging out her gash, and she's in Peru. And you're like, what a negligent asshole. But they reveal later why she did this, and it's actually it's the best moment in the movie is when they reveal why she did that. It's the most heartfelt thing that happens in the whole deal. Because everything else is pretty sloppily done. The action isn't really that good. It's a superhero movie where there's almost no superheroing. The only person in an outfit is the bad guy, and he's in some kind of sideways black and red Spider-Man suit that he shouldn't really have, because it doesn't make sense for this character to have it. There's no Spider-Man in there. And when it actually is taking place, it's in 2003, and most of the time is spent around Cassandra Webb. Well, it's her story, Madam Webb, who is the ambulance partner with Ben Parker, who just started dating someone, and they don't mention her name, but he thinks she's the one. Although his younger brother and his younger brother's wife are pregnant, and they're about to have their son, which they don't say the name of. We know there's no possible way you could figure out who this kid is going to be.
Yep, Joe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So this is maybe... I described it as Amy Pascal got Kevin Feige in a room. She's like, look, we're going to do this Madam Web movie. We're going to do it. We're going to set it up, and you're going to love it so much, you're going to want to make it part of the main MCU. Trust me. Do you trust me? Then trust me. And then the movie came out, and Kevin Feige stopped returning her calls. That's what I think happened.
I heard they were in the suits for like a second in the movie or something like that.
There's a sequence very early on where the bad guy, who shouldn't be the bad guy, in the comics, he was at most not even chaotic neutral, but like completely self-involved. Just like self-protecting, not at the expense of others. Is just a fucking villain, killing motherfuckers just to protect his own ass. Has a dream where the three of them are kicking the shit out of him in their costumes. Speed through 90 minutes worth of movie, and then there's a vision in the end where they're all wearing their costumes. That's it.
So, Madam Web, Morbius.
I personally think because of some of the story elements, like I was saying before, the reveal of why all this shit went down is pretty decent writing. So for that alone, I put it slightly ahead of Morbius. They're both stinking piles of shit, though.
I didn't hate Morbius as much as the average man. Because I find it to be an entertaining vampire movie.
Did you guys see the Rotten Tomatoes chart of the Sony Spider-Man
Not
movies?
gonna waste my fucking time.
Dude, it's
I
like
already have my own internal.
every one that actually has Spider-Man in it is over 90%. You can kind of figure out where the other ones are.
The action is clunky. You could tell it's a TV director getting her first time at a feature-length film because it's got a very TV feel to it. It's not put together well action-wise. There's a sequence at the end that's kind of okay, but they do that out of nowhere. I know all my powers moment now, and I can do everything I need to. Just kind of like it. You know when it's done well in a movie and it's earned, you're like, oh shit, I'm about to cry. And at other times it's like, oh shit, the plot needed it right now. So she's at peak power. She didn't learn anything. She didn't have her Rocky climbing the fucking mountain moment. She just suddenly was able to.
Sony, stop making Spider-Man movies without Spider-Man.
Just stop making
one
Spider-Man
more.
movies. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Just give it back to Marvel.
Mm-hmm. The only Spider-Man movies that Sony should be making to Sony is the Spider-Verse.
Keep it animated.
Mm-hmm.
Toby 4. Toby 4, dog. Give me that Toby 4.
No.
Come back to reality.
Just give us
Well, I'm
Spider-Man
saying-
4.
If they go, hey, we're going to make Morbius 2, Madam Web 2, and Craven 2, or we'll just make one Spider-Man 4, what are you taking?
It's not in my opinion. It's what Kevin
No.
Feige allows.
No.
Spider-Man
I'm
4.
saying let's step outside the realms of reality today. I give you this prompt. You can make it happen. Those 3 pieces of shit are Spider-Man 4. What do you say?
So I can make them happen. So
You
I
can make
have
it happen.
I have
It's status
influence.
quo.
I have influence.
Your influence is that they can happen or not. That's it.
Well, if I'm influencing that they can happen, then I have a say in what's going to happen. So then I would pick those 3 because I'd make them better movies.
No. They gave you these options, sat you down in a room, and gave you buttons to push. And when you push these set buttons, a thing happens. Either 3 shitfests happen.
Now,
or
see, hold
one
on,
big shitfest.
hold on.
Thank you, Michael.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking Toby Spider-Man 4, or are we talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was no Garfield 3.
So let's.
And it's going to be called Toby 4.
Okay, hang on.
Toby Man.
Now, if we're going to be fair here, I like Morbius for a vampire movie. I wouldn't mind a sequel.
Never happened.
I haven't seen Madam Web yet. So the sequel's iffy, right?
No, it's never happening. It's not happening.
It's in this scenario.
Yes, in the scenario, yes.
And a Craven 2 might not be terrible if he's going to be hunting Spider-Man or Venom, right? I'm fine with all those. You know what I don't want? More Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. You know why? Let me tell you why. 1, that dance. 2, and I'm sorry that this is going to hurt every little nerd heart in the room and around the world listening right now, but Spider-Man 2 is a terrible fucking Spider-Man movie. It's bad. It sucks. I'm sorry, guys. It's bad. It's booty.
I know.
Sorry.
I thought that No Way Home was fine, and then Far From Home just didn't. It wasn't good to me either.
Yeah, Far From Home's not that great.
Yeah. But if we're talking about the other ones,
Morbius was a fun experience.
No. For all the redheaded stepchildren of this spider universe that they're creating, I said I find Morbius to be a fun vampire movie. I think it's a shit Spider-Man character movie. But if you can give me something along the lines of the first one, where it's like kind of weird, fun vampire-y, I'm fine. Because it's already shit to begin with. Spider-Man started out good. The second one was okay. And that third one fucking roughed it up real bad, right? I don't want to see any more of that universe. I'm done with it. Thank you. His little cameo in the good Spider universe, great. Keep it that way. Now, if you gave me the option of
you pick the director.
if you gave me the option of Andrew Garfield 3 instead of Toby 4, yeah, I'd rather see that.
Okay, but Toby 4, you get to pick the director. That's the only one you get to pick the director for.
Even if I pick the director, I still don't want the movie.
You can get James Cameron. You can get Nolan.
I don't want James Cameron.
Who's Edward Scissorhands? What the hell is that guy's name?
Burton?
You can get Burton if you want. I don't know who you like.
Okay.
Spider-Man movie.
Toby 4, Martin Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese. He would want Leonardo DiCaprio in the movie.
Fine.
My whole life, all I ever wanted to be was a Spider-Man.
Wasn't that in the works? In the 90s? Leo
James
Spider-Man,
Cameron,
Scorsese? Or was it
Yeah,
Cameron?
James Cameron
It
was
was
trying
James
to do it.
Cameron, yeah.
And Arnold was going to be Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
I kind of addicted to the universe.
Why don't
for
you
that
give me a hand?
Just don't worry, I'm not here to arm you.
The next Spider-Man 4 is going to be Tom Holland's.
All right. Now that we introduced the whole Arnold take into things, it's going to bring me around to my reviews.
Okay.
I don't have much. About to finish House of the Dragon. That series is a wet fart. It's
good when it's good, but it stinks a lot.
There is 0 characters to get behind in that show.
None.
Everybody's an asshole.
They suck.
Everybody. And like not as good of being an asshole as like the assholes in OG Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Far less nudity and sex, which is fine. They're telling a story.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. But my problem is I have no one to root for.
No.
There's no, except for the dragons, I guess. I'm rooting for the dragons to just murder all the humans.
Yeah, it's like wet fart, like you said. Yeah, like because like some of the action sequences, like how far are you?
We're on the last episode.
Yeah, like a lot of the action scenes are fine. Sir Kristen sucks.
What
He's
a-
the worst.
What a cunt.
Dude, he sucks.
Like,
What did he think was going to happen?
I don't know.
He's like, he doesn't belong in that position because he's fucking stupid.
He is dumb, bro. Dumb.
She's like, no, we're gonna just bang a lot. Like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, I thought you loved me. We're gonna get on the bed together. And she's
then-
like, we're in a fucking castle, dipshit. What the fuck are you talking about?
She's like, you can hit this all the time. And he's
Whatever
like,
you want.
yeah. And he's like, I have morals. And then he fucks off to the queen.
Yeah. You
And
broke
you know,
your morals,
and
though,
you know,
remember?
and you know he's not fucking the queen. He's being cucked. The whole every character on that show, fucking trash.
You wanna root for what's her name?
Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she fucks Daemon,
No, not her. The other one.
the one who
Who
should have
marries her
been.
dad.
No, you
I'm
don't.
ready.
You feel
Ready Player One.
you feel bad for her for about 5 seconds in like the first 3 episodes, and then it
Yeah.
turns out that she's also an asshole.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of wanna, but then, like, they all suck.
Yeah, they all suck. All of them suck. Second thing, One Piece continues to deliver, and I'm glad we slow burned that show. It's a fucking delight. Now it brings me to James. So we watched Billy Madison for the first time with James.
Nice.
He loved it, of course. What's not to love about Billy Madison? And we did an Exposing James episode where Mike forced me to get back into the swing of things here.
Didn't force you. I made a valid.
I had 2 other
Argument.
movie picks that were going to be way better, and you were like, no, we should continue doing the thing we're doing.
I said if we're ever going to get through this, we got to do it because we've been dragging our
We're
heels
getting
on
through it. We watched Batman Forever. Now, James,
Put him through Batman Forever.
yeah, James, from the get-go, completely laughed off Batman 89. The first one with Michael Keaton. He's like, this is garbage. And for comparison, this child has not seen any other Batman movies except a couple of the animated ones and The Batman.
That's it.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit. It sucks, though, like, through his lens, he doesn't have this is what they had to work with.
No, that's
Moniker.
that's what we're here for. So
Yeah.
Mike and I explained that like
That's
this
the message we're trying to teach him.
is what you know, this is all we had to work with. And he understands it, but like with the fresh eyes realizes that it was trash and that
Yeah.
we just glommed onto these things because we were young and this like, oh, it's a live action version of a thing we really love.
Yeah.
I do see where he's coming from. If all of you seen or the couple like the Batman, which is uber dark.
He does not like that movie either.
Which
Well, his judgment's
animated
skewed.
movies?
Uh,
has he seen?
he's watched Year One with me. Justice League Dark. What was the one that was like the most rebooted universe? Was that War? Was that the first one?
Well, that was the New 52 one.
Yeah, War was the end of that universe.
War was the end?
I'm pretty sure War was. No, War was.
No,
the
that was
beginning.
War was the beginning, right?
Yes.
So he's watched War. He's watched BTAS. The whole series with me.
I mean, as soon as you show someone the original series,
Wait,
the
right.
animated series,
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
where do you go from there?
Right. And he's seen and he's watched some of Beyond with me.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely the late 80s, 90s Batman is vastly different than all
The
those
limitations.
Batmans.
Right. Of course there's limitations. But this brings me back to the argument that I'm always trying to make on the show with a lot of these things. And that they were never good to begin with. Like, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans have a place in our hearts because it was the first time we got to see Spider-Man taken seriously, live action on a screen. But when you go back and watch it, you're like, no, this was not great.
Well, they have a lot of warts.
It's just like
For sure.
it's like the X-Men movies, right? You were so excited to see X-Men. X-Men 1 is fucking terrible.
Yeah, I've rewatched it recently. It does not hold up at all.
Which one, Go ahead, Mike.
It's so held back by the notion that they had no faith
Yes.
in the concept, so they castrated a lot of the really cool concepts and made it very bare bones.
Now, X2 is a better movie, but it's still not good.
But X-Men
It's
really
good.
took off with First Class.
First Class, right.
Well, X2 is still good, but X3 is a debacle. Looks better,
Yes.
runs like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
then
it's
we got
like-
Origins, which is like, did you fucking people figure this out yet?
No.
Well, all X2 had was the scene in the mansion when Wolverine went Wolverine.
Right.
When he went
Because
berserk.
they didn't do that in the first one. Like you were saying, they held it back. No one thought the
Nightcrawler.
first X-Men was good. At least
And
back
have
in
the
the
Nightcrawler
day,
shit.
Yeah.
it's kind of lost. You kind of forget about it. It's in the beginning, right? That is so good.
That's the opening. But it's
Yeah.
again, it's a better movie than X1,
Yeah.
but it's still not everything that it could be.
Yeah.
It makes
It
you
reaches good, but it's not as good as it could be.
makes you understand that really superhero movies weren't good until Disney or until Marvel Studios started.
Amazing Spider-Man, those
They're not
they were
that
better.
They're better.
They're better.
Sure.
They have elements that are better.
Right.
But there's still a lot of hokum to them.
Absolutely.
They didn't understand the characters well enough.
That's a lot of the problem with a lot of these older movies. Back to the Batman stuff. It's, so we're getting them through. The next one is going to be a full commentary because I said there's 0% chance that I can watch Batman and Robin without making fun of the entire fucking movie. Like, I have to. The only way is for me to just completely destroy it. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's that bad.
And then we'll start the Nolan stuff. But again, and Mike will disagree because he's a big fanboy at heart and he doesn't like to be judgmental on certain things. But even the Christian Bale Batman stuff,
Shit.
you don't like to be judgmental on things that you like. You'll tear
I can
stuff
find
down.
faults in them.
You'll tear stuff down that you don't enjoy very easy. But like, you will not look at something that you love and hold dear and be like, you're right, it's bad. Like, the Nolan Batman verse has very positive things to it. But then it is possibly less Batman than the fucking Batmans that came before it.
The
There are
third one
certain
is.
elements-
It's not just
elements of it that
like
they
my favorite of those three movies is Batman Begins because it holds closest to what the source material of Batman is. Batman Begins is the closest thing we've gotten to like a near perfect Batman movie. Dark Knight only succeeds because Heath Ledger was really good at playing the Joker.
I don't agree. I think that one just works well on all cylinders. They figured out exactly what they wanted to do with the character and all the ones around him, and implemented it and knocked it out of the park. And then he's like,
But
"Shit, how do I finish this?"
unfortunately, the way they want to do the character doesn't hold true to how the character actually is.
Which has been a problem throughout Batman's life.
Absolutely.
And they keep getting worse and worse at.
Sure. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying.
I'm thinking after you guys watch Batman and Robin, and before you start Batman Begins, you should throw in Batman 66.
The Batman movie.
Yeah. just a follow-up Batman and Robin.
But here's the thing.
A better
That-
Batman and Robin
That
movie.
knew exactly what it wanted to be.
Oh, yeah.
And
Did you guys see?
it's terrible and campy from the get-go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
as it's true to itself doesn't make it watchable.
I didn't
or
say it was
decent.
I didn't say it was decent.
But it's a better Batman and Robin movie than Batman and Robin.
Did you guys see Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker?
That fucking
Yes.
thing's perfect. I love that
Yes,
movie.
That one's dark as shit.
All the
Did you
animated
watch Mask of the Phantasm?
Fuck yeah.
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 They're fucking
My
classic.
favorite part is
Sub-Zero?
when he's throwing punches and kicks in his backyard, and she walks up to him and she's like, "What's that?" He's like, "Jiu-jitsu. I laugh every time. Every time. Because at that moment, they just go, what the fuck is he doing here? Jiu-jitsu. Batman was a ninja. It's ninjutsu, if anything. And that's not jiu-jitsu
He's a master of multiple. He's a master of multiple forms.
The animated stuff is always where the DC stories are stronger.
Yeah.
They're allowed to be true to the character.
Exactly.
They don't have limitations like, oh, we need to make it realistic.
That's why out of all the theatrical runs of Batman, Mask of the Phantasm is my number one.
But it doesn't count. It's part of the animated series continuity.
But it's a theatrical release.
So was Care Bears the movie, Joe.
But in the Batman realm,
it's just a longer episode of Batman the Animated Series.
Which was
I've thought this a long time, though. You need Batman to be like an 8-part series. Because he's a ninja detective. He's got the detective work. You have to get into the villains a little bit to kind of make the connections. Maybe even 4-part. You know what I mean? Like, because 2.5-hour movies, fine, but you're going to be missing some shit. You know?
The problem with modern superhero, or any superhero movie for that matter, is that it's always about cramming all the villains you can, or taking the most well-established villains and getting them one and done in a single movie.
Yeah.
And that's not how the comic books run. That's not where the stories that they're pulling from, that's not how they work. Like, the reason that the MCU has suffered since Infinity War is you had over a dozen movies building up the character of Thanos. And then you finally got him, and he was delivered, and you're like, oh, shit. And they have that final battle with him, and all's well that ends well, right? And Tony's dead, and you're like, okay. And then you have to start again, but you're like, who you're leaning towards. Then you have legal issues with the guy you were leaning towards in Kang, even though you can easily just do a recast. I don't understand how that's not going to be a fucking thing.
Yeah, you created a multiverse. You can do whatever you want.
Sure. But, like, it's the same thing with the Batman movies. You know, or any superhero movies, you're always killing these fucking villains. It's always my hang-up. I hate it.
Well, that is the crux of the problem with translating something from a comic book to a movie. A comic book is never ending. Like Bernardin says, it's always second act. You can't kill these things off forever. Whereas a movie, people want more resolution. It was fucking... That's why X-Men was so great. The fact that Magneto stuck around for 3 movies, it was like, oh shit, we're going to have some time with this character. It didn't end well.
No.
And even when we got him back, it didn't end well.
In the Batman didn't kill Riddler. Riddler just went to Arkham.
Right.
Yep.
But the problem with that movie, beside the fact that you can't see most of it, is that's not the Riddler. Right? That was like Jigsaw.
It's definitely a darker take on the character.
Yeah. You can't have a guy going around in tights with a question mark jacket.
But you can have a guy going around in tight armor dressed as a fucking bat. You can't have your cake and eat it too. If you're gonna have one, if you're gonna have one, you have to have the other.
Listen, you just watched Batman Forever.
I'm aware.
You saw it live action.
And he's the best part of that movie.
Is. But
it was the smoothest turd that came out of my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can't expect, outside of Jim Carrey, name another guy who can give you a Adam West styled Riddler that you're satisfied with. You really can't.
Well, actually, I would probably went with
Are you kidding
Robin
me?
Williams.
Charlie, or are we talking about like currently or back then? Currently? Charlie Day would make a killer fucking Riddler.
Oh yeah.
Not like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I could see
Not
him
the
go
same
dark.
kind of
Sure.
wacky. Not
like
like
Carrey.
that same kind of wacky. He would be a Joker version of the Riddler, which to me would chafe and be like he wouldn't stay in his own lane.
I think he'd be absolutely fine as a Riddler.
I think the biggest problem with comic book movies still is we're used to seeing them one way. You're used to seeing them bright and shiny, very bombastic, and when you try and translate that into live action, you often get what Schumacher did. It's just too fucking much.
Yeah,
wrong.
but what about?
Did any of you guys play the Arkham series?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
of course.
The Riddler in that wasn't campy, but he was pretty Riddler.
Right.
He was also very Saw. He was also very Jigsaw.
Sure.
Yeah. But he had more of the classic Eddie look, I guess.
Yeah.
But you can easily translate the shininess of those comics into movies and be successful. Marvel's done it.
Yeah, it's rare. The way they've tweaked it.
That's not rare. They made like 16 movies that were fucking exceptional.
It doesn't always work though. Like, yeah.
Well, sure.
Sometimes
The latter stuff
they've
hasn't.
cornered the market. They've cornered the market, and no one else wants. Everyone else wants to try and find their version of the Marvel style, and they don't want to do the exact same thing Marvel did when they figured it out. Just copy them. No one seems to want to.
We'll see what Gunn does.
All right, we've been beating this.
Well, I mean,
Sequence
we've
for a
seen
while.
what Gunn can do. We've all seen Suicide Squad. It was good.
Yeah, I liked Suicide Squad.
We know what Gunn's going to do. He's going to cast Jensen Ackles, and then he's going to make that guy Alan Hitchinson. Is that his name?
Alan Hutchinson, Richardson,
Hitchinson.
Richardson.
Well, they're going to make him
Richard
his
Hitchinson?
Robin.
Richardson. He's not gonna
They're going
make
to make him his
Robin.
Robin, and Jensen Ackles is going to call him Dean. No, he's going to call him what's his name?
Sam.
Sam. Thank you. He's going to call him Sam because he's his little brother.
If they don't cast an actual young person for Robin in this go around, I'm so fucking done with
It's
Batman
supposed to
live
be
action.
Damien.
I don't care who the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's. It doesn't matter if it's Dick Grayson, Damien,
Jason Todd.
sure, and who's the other one?
Tim Drake.
Doesn't matter. They were all within the fucking 12 to 14-year-old range when they were all first Robins. Except for Dick Grayson, he was the youngest. It was 18, but they went back and retconned that, so he was like 14.
Dude, but if he's doing it, take on Brave and the Bold.
What, Damien?
That's which version? The Dick and Damien run? A lot of people love that. But I don't think they're going to have anyone but Bruce in there.
Yeah,
so they're
I
going
don't
to take
either.
elements from that run.
Either way, it doesn't
Apply it
matter.
to
If
Bruce.
Damien's still young, he's not 20.
Yeah.
He's not 35 like Chris O'Donnell. Fucking Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell could come back as Damian Wayne.
I guess.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
And then Arnold Schwarzenegger can be Tim Drake.
I hate your
And
face.
Danny DeVito is Carrie Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving right along. Footloose and Fancy Free. Let's do some news.
All right, I got two stories.
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, I gotta. You want to do Joe's quick?
Yeah, let's
Or
get Joe's.
quick?
Okay, I'll start out with the one that I just found out about. Could I get a mega happy?
You have people talking game time.
So, did any of you guys want to play Terminator Open World? Just
Nope.
like RoboCop Rogue City?
Maybe.
Oh,
Is
so
it free?
The same company is making one? No, it's never gonna be.
Yep. It will be previewed next month at Nacon Connect because E3 doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, we're gonna get a open world Terminator game set in the post-Judgment Day era of the timeline before the formation of John Connor's Resistance.
This could be really cool because I've heard nothing but good stuff about RoboCop Rogue City.
I've heard
They
nothing
figured out a way.
about RoboCop Rogue City.
And you haven't been looking around because
No one I follow, IGN, comicbook.com, Kotaku, none of these guys have reviewed that fucking game. They all
Game Ranks
put
is
all
sucking
when
its dick.
who?
Game Ranks.
Fuck Game Ranks.
Oh, they don't agree with you, so fuck them. Okay.
So next month. So the
Next month already? That's
next month they're going to show a preview of the game.
If I don't get to time travel and kill Sarah Connor, I don't want to play it.
I just post-Judgment Day era, and you're not in John Connor's Resistance. You're not like part of John Connor's
What do you walk
Resistance.
across John Connor's resistance camp and he yells at you?
It's just, I'd rather it be the war. Like, the full-on
Look
war
at
if we're going to
you.
do a survival game.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, what are you, Pedro Pascal, and you're walking around with little girls going, Ellie, we gotta stay on the road, Ellie. Ellie, follow me, Ellie. But now it's John Connor.
But you're not John Connor. You're like
No,
Yeah.
you're
This is
John.
before
You're John
John
Connor
Connor.
adjacent.
This is before John Connor.
Before he formed the Resistance.
This is
What the fuck?
this
What
is
is he waiting for?
this is post. This is post John Connor realizing his importance, but this is prior to John Connor getting a bunch of grimy people together.
Yeah, so John Connor... Okay, so Judgment Day happened in, what, 97? 96?
That continuity is so fucked up.
yeah,
Who
it
even
is.
knows anymore?
So, what, I guess John Connor's like 20. I'm just gonna throw a number out there.
This is
He's
the
about, like,
this is
20.
the Lost Jesus years of John Connor.
Yeah.
Basically. As long as the gameplay is fun, then yeah. Let me
Yeah.
check a demo out. Let me see the
Yeah.
demo.
Can I customize my character?
Nothing...
You're naked.
That- we
You're
won't
naked
find out
the
till
entire
next-
time.
till next
It's just ass cheeks.
Yeah, can I just be a naked T-1000?
Yeah.
And instead of making my arm swords, you make my cock sword a sword. I just walk around and just give him the helicopter.
Running crotch first.
Yeah.
That's how you fly. It's like Tails in Sonic 2, but instead you're flopping your
Yeah,
dick
just
around.
like this.
You're
Cock in the air.
Well, we'll find out in 9 days because the Connect is February 29th.
Yay.
Well, the one that really got me really going is the announcement that Oscar-winning director Sam Mendes will be directing the Beatles biopic films. Plural.
You know,
films.
I saw this story, and then when I saw that it was the same movie told in 4 different fucking perspectives, I got so angry I rage
No,
quit.
that is phenomenal.
No,
because,
it's a fuck you.
no,
Wait,
it's-
each one of them is going to be a full length, like
Yes.
the
you're gonna
but
get the
each one's
John
gonna be
story,
very-
the
And
Paul
it's
story,
all
the George
telling.
story, and the Ringo
It's
story.
all telling the same story, but each
well,
movie's
it's
told.
intertwined.
Fuck you. Each story is told by the perspective of each of the different ones.
Yeah, did you ever see Vantage Point?
Did you ever see Last Night with fucking Damon and Affleck? Yeah, that's the kind of movie you're in for.
No,
you
no,
didn't
no.
watch it like no one else did except for me? Yeah, fuck
No,
you too.
Because they were like, I'm a Beatles nerd.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna take John Lennon's story and intertwine it with everything with the Beatles, you're gonna get a completely different movie. Paul McCartney, completely different. George Harrison,
No one cares.
extremely different.
Just do one fucking Beatles
People care.
movie. One.
Yeah, people
just,
care, but
Just
yeah,
give.
it seems pretty lengthy.
Just give a Beatles movie. Make it a 3-hour one. Go for it.
You know what? How about this? I have something even better. There's enough Beatles shit out there.
I agree.
I don't. I want
I'm-
to see a
I'm on-
Hollywood blockbuster.
I'm on Team Vinny.
Thank you.
That's not
Thank
even
you, Justin.
blockbuster. By the third movie, people will be out.
I watched 9+ hours of Peter Jackson's masterpiece of Get Back.
But I can't get you. I can't get you to watch like an episode of a fucking show for an award show. All right, that's cool.
I think if they were to make another Beatles show or movie, it should be called Beatles Beating That Pussy Up. And it should be a porno. And it should be an 8-part series where they're just going from town to town, city to city, just humping. While Ringo Starr is just in the corner, or is it Ringo Starr? Who is it? George Harrison? I'm just playing me guitar while everyone else is humping. And probably midway through the season, Yoko Ono comes into play. She's not banging. She's just radically just making yeah noises while they're all humping all over the place. What do you think?
I think you have to amend this. I don't necessarily like your setup. I think George is fucking, but
Okay.
Ringo's the one in the corner on his drum set keeping time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's humping with the drums, like, go with the rhythm of the beat, man.
Yeah, that's right, Joan. Hump those ass cheeks. Hit. Oh, that got a roll, didn't it?
Every time Yoko shrieks, everyone's got to switch partners. Yeah.
Well, these movies are supposed to come out in 2027.
They switch partners, but also realize that they have to try to keep it up, and they can't after that fucking noise.
They're just like, fuck. John, they have one serious movie. They go, John, you gotta get out of here. He's like, she makes my wiener hard. That doesn't make it climax.
How many orgasms are you on? Number 9. Number 9.
It always makes me climax a lot.
Doesn't it get your dick hard?
Boy.
Look at that.
Joe, what do you think?
Joe's dying inside right now.
Because Joe, think about this for a second. In your heart of hearts, they invented boy band fucking.
They did.
Yes. No. Well, Elvis did, but they...
Elvis wasn't a boy
was
band.
The lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They've talked about it in documentaries, yes.
Yeah.
They have.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and now they show it.
Well, yes. These movies have to be... With things that happen, it would have to be rated R.
He's on our team, guys.
My thing is, don't you think that it's a bit much to assume that your first of the 4 movies is going to do so fucking good that they're going to allow you to make the 3 other movies?
Yes.
It is the Beatles.
It doesn't matter, dude.
And let's be honest, the whole thing will be filmed at once. It'll be just like a fucking documentary, and then they'll have like 20 hours of footage that they'll whittle down into 4 90-minute films.
Just there's
Behind
a big
the
thing. Well,
scenes.
I'd say these movies are probably going to be about 2 hours. That's my guess because
They're going
Here's
direct
the box
to Apple.
set, behind the scenes look.
Are they going direct to Apple? Is that what you said?
No,
I bet they will.
direct to Apple. Because the Beatles, they don't have anything to do with that Apple. I'd see it going to Disney.
It's going to a streamer. It's going
It would be
directly
going
to
to
a
Disney
streamer.
because Disney has a lot of the rights to it.
It's going straight to Brazzers. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't know.
X Videos presents the Beat That Assholes.
Beating that pussy up, featuring.
Yeah, just wait, 24/7.
One of them's named Rubber Holes.
Just wait. When Sam Mendes is up there collecting his Oscars, yep.
How sad are you going to be when he doesn't?
He will.
He'll win it because it's not like he's taking a chance. He'll win it just because everyone wants to suck their ass. The Beatles.
It depends. It depends on who else puts movies out that year.
Because I'm wondering. Well, I'm wondering how extreme he's going to go with it. I don't think he's going to go to as extreme as you guys are saying.
I think he should.
If he wants,
I think that will be part of it.
If he wants views, he will.
Well, if you have Paul McCartney, in his relationship with Jane Asher, she caught him in bed with another girl.
But
That's how they broke up.
How much more? How much more of their fucking story can we take, man? Like,
there's so much.
There's so many fucking documentaries about him already.
Yeah,
you just said Peter Jackson did 9.5 fucking hours, bro.
That was only a 1 month span.
Doesn't matter.
They should make a movie about this guy pretending to be Paul McCartney for about 70 years now.
That was
now
John Lennon messing with people.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah, it was. John Lennon definitely urged that. He had fun with it.
So he did all the things with the records going backwards.
That was people on acid.
I'm not finished.
I buried Paul.
Sam Mendes wants to get people like me in the seats and get an Oscar. Instead of the Beatles, give me a 4-part Monkeys series.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a Wilson Phillips biopic
yes.
series. Because there's some fucked up shit that happened in that family.
The fucking Judds. So that shit.
In Excess. In Excess. The lead singer committed suicide.
You're not getting 4 parts of these movies. A 4-part.
You could.
The Monkeys? No, I love the Monkeys, but that's a one and done.
Fuck you.
Members.
That's a
each
one.
One of them
yeah, each one
of them lived their own lives.
That's right, from their own viewpoints.
But the Monkeys weren't the Beatles.
No, they weren't. They eventually learned how to play their instruments.
They did. It did. No, actually, Peter Tork could play. He was actually a pretty accomplished musician by the time before he joined the Monkees.
Give me the Milli Vanilli movie.
That's happening, I think.
Oh boy.
Call it Blame It on the Fame.
Anywho,
Yeah, I feel this has gotten
Beatles
far more
stink.
time.
All right, Mike, it's yours and his time.
Okay, let's go as quickly as we can about this. Thunderbolts is getting moved up. It's supposed to be June 25th, 2025, and now it'll be May 2nd, 2025. So, okay, cool. Let's see when that changes again. Doctor Doom will not be in the majority of this Fantastic Four movie. Reportedly will appear at the end. Galactus to be the prime antagonist. I didn't put this in casting because this is a big question mark. Nick Cage is supposedly going to be playing the live-action Spider-Man Noir for the Amazon series. That he's in talks, early talks.
Oh, is he? Because at first they didn't. At first he said he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but that was very early in development, right? So
Yeah.
as of this point,
Good for him.
He's got a lavish lifestyle, and they go, "How many zeros, Mr. Cage?" And he's like,
Mhm.
"Well,
I was thinking about buying an island.
it's simple. We put 1,000 zeros on the check."
We'll just leave it blank. Don't worry, we've got it. Mark Guggenheim teased the notion of a Superman series starring Brandon Routh.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Brandon and I have talked about a sequel series. We have some very exciting ideas. I would watch this, at least for a little while. Chris Nolan would like to make a horror movie, and I'd like to see his version of a horror movie. Just trying to figure out an idea.
I don't
And
know. I don't know. It depends. Because, like,
he understands pace.
I don't want it to be a horror movie and, like, be like Tenet.
We
But
have to think.
it's not even he says that movie's just was a fucking fever dream of his.
Well, yeah, that not everything lines up perfectly. You're not supposed to understand everything.
But,
You're
like-
supposed to kind of experience it.
If you're gonna give me Memento,
So that's where I was going to go with it.
I'd be down.
Something smaller scale, a
Yeah.
bit more intimate.
Yeah.
About something mental. Like that and Insomnia are borderline horror movies.
Yeah.
Paramount and Peacock are teasing the notion of combining their streaming services.
Paracox,
Do
Cockmount.
it.
Did someone else say Paracock? Because I fucking
said-
had that written down.
I said Paracock.
Yeah, Suckford.
Yeah, or Cockmount.
Mm-hmm.
Paramount pissed me off.
Peacock, their streaming service sucks.
All of them suck.
It's
Paramount
pays
took
for it.
away my 4K.
Well, I'm saying like their interface isn't good.
I like Peacock's interface better than I like Amazon's. Is possibly the fucking worst.
Oh yeah.
Sounds just awful.
Well,
So
I noticed a lot of them don't know what the fuck a comedy is. You go to the comedy section and American Psycho's in
Yeah.
there.
Fun fact: The Tomorrow War is in every category on Amazon. I know this because in this house, when we can't realize what we want to watch and we spend 3 hours scanning through things, we scan through every options list of shit, and it's in there every time.
Yeah.
I
It's
want to.
Tubi has Tubi and Netflix and Disney Plus probably are the three best user interfaces.
Yeah.
Max
That's
is
what I
good.
said.
Max is okay. The problem with theirs is sometimes when they throw up their like bigger pictures of stuff and you try to scroll down to the next level, it'll actually skip you to the second one and you
Yes.
can't get to the one above you because of the way they have things set up. It is kind of shitty.
Well,
Hulu's
they don't have like
bad.
NBA shit, so they're trying to stream and
They,
show the ads for that. And
Yeah.
It's like,
Max is just as bass-ackwards as all the rest of them.
Yeah.
I snapped a picture one day. They had William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann one, under Feel Good Flicks.
No.
oh yeah, no, they're not above reproach with that. Like with the categories, nobody knows where the comedy is.
No.
Okay,
That's good.
and I believe the last one I have yet is another big Happy Coffee Game Time because Respawn, the makers of the two recent Jedi games, will be making a Mandalorian game. set to come out either in 2025 or 2026 during the height of the Empire, so post-Order 66, pre-Battle of Yavin. Be a linear story, will not be open world, and no word on multiplayer. So essentially, in a lot of ways, we're getting a sequel to Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which was a fucking excellent game for the PS2.
Ooh. Yeah. You know what I want them to do a remaster of? Shadows of the Empire.
Yes.
That
Yes.
I'm surprised no one's touched on that.
And me too. This is a fun fucking game.
I wish that's
Yeah,
what we got as a movie.
Yeah.
It's not canon anymore. I don't know, because it's a lot more of that hokey extended universe stuff where you go back and
just
read the
remaster
story and
just
things.
remaster the game for me.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah, give us a new version of that game. That's now that it's all like legend stuff.
Yeah.
They're just
Just polish it up, make it look nice. Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, PlayStation 5 is entering the latter stage of its life cycle, says Stoney. So I'm going to hold off from buying one then.
yeah. It's so weird that it's got a lot of life left in it. They're still making PS4 games, so if they're not going to cancel that system anytime soon, they're not going to be canceling the 5 anytime soon. How are they going to say, yeah, it's on the back end now? It's only been out for 3 years.
Dude, I know, but that's their official word.
They're gonna iPhone this shit.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, sad. They're gonna. I think they're saying that because the Pro is coming, and they're gonna be thinking of them as different runs, as different
No.
species. Essentially,
The interview states that the PlayStation 5 as a whole, despite having the Pro series drop towards the end of the year, is ending its life cycle. They're already moving on to the PS6. I mean, they announced the PS6 when they dropped the PS5. We had made the fucking joke about it on the show.
So who the fuck would buy the Pro unless you got fuck you money?
People who got fuck you money. There's apparently a lot of those. The MCU and the DCU are set to face off when the Fantastic Four and Superman Legacy come out in July 2025. Superman Legacy drops July 11th, and 2 weeks later, Fantastic Four drops.
could be a very important month in comic book movie history.
Sure is. I look forward to it. I got 2 news bits, 2 rankings, and some food news. Sony is set to take over Disney's physical media production.
So, like DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff will be
Distribution?
printed.
Yep.
That's weird. I just figured they were hands-on with shit like that and wouldn't be passing it off. But I guess in the modern age where physical media isn't as important, they're not as concerned about who makes it and how it looks. All right.
Marvel Studios reportedly developing a Scarlet Witch solo film set between the next Avengers movies.
Oh,
Like
think
the
the House of M's?
That's what I'm thinking.
Scarlet Witch that was in the
Yes, Joe.
multiverse one, not the one that got crushed.
Well, if you believe she actually died in
Yeah.
that one, I've got a vibranium suit to sell.
She ain't dead, bro.
Yeah.
Did we see a body? Nope.
No, I know Kathy Bates would say she didn't get out of the Cockadoodie Mountain.
That's right.
She's super strong.
Loading.
Keep them wedge baby floating right.
All right. Do you want to talk about ranked superhero cartoons or ranked Star Wars movies first?
I want to build a snowman.
Other boys?
Dealer's choice.
Joe, Vinny, opinions?
Let's do Star Wars.
Okay. IGN, who I don't agree with most opinions from anybody anyway. But I really wasn't thrilled about their ranking of the Star Wars films. They are as follows. At the bottom of the list, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker.
I can kind of understand. Is this everything, not just the Skywalker saga?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I hated Rise of Skywalker, so
I understand.
But
It's
we
not
are
my
saying that
issues.
it's absolutely the bottom.
Okay.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? No. Compared to episode 1 and episode 2, no. I would absolutely. I've watched it recently, and I don't really like watching prequel stuff except for Sith, and even that, it's only the back half.
Yeah.
I'll tend to put on.
Next up would be Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, that movie was bad. Yeah.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, you could flip flop either one of those. I technically kind of enjoy Attack of the Clones more than Phantom Menace, but I'm not arguing that.
I liked the lightsaber battle between Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul.
Solo: A Star Wars Story.
I still never watched that. Yeah.
That shouldn't be that low. That's a very fun movie. Just because it had some issues behind the scenes, they still put out a really good film.
Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
I wouldn't rate it that low.
Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that should have been... Yeah, that should have been low.
I don't know if I'd put that so low.
Rogue One.
What?
That would be very high on my list, so
Yeah.
I don't quite get what they're going for here.
The Last Jedi.
I do enjoy that movie a lot, so if it's closer to the top, it makes sense for me.
Return of the Jedi.
I liked The Last Jedi.
Number 2 is A New Hope. And,
So one's Empire.
and number 1 being Empire.
Okay, it kind of makes sense, given that it is technically a better story. It's handled better.
It's the lower half of this list that I really don't like the order.
I would have put Force Awakens before Sith. Like, lower than Sith.
Yeah. Me too.
I can't agree because
I can't
I
agree
still
with
have
that.
warm feelings through and through about Force Awakens.
Rogue One for me though would probably be 1 or 2.
Rogue One was so good.
I'd put it at 3 because there's no way personally it beats Empire or A New Hope, but it is like it. They fucking cracked the DNA there. He figured out how to tell a great story that has almost nothing to do with Jedi.
Yeah. And like the icing on that delicious cake is the bit of Vader you get in it.
Oh, yeah.
The drizzle.
Yeah.
The
Riz.
Murderous rage.
Yeah.
One of the best hallway scenes ever, and we've gotten a lot.
Yeah. Okay, superhero cartoons. Number 12, Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That was the run on Disney from 2010 to 2012.
I'm ashamed of myself. I didn't get into that as much as I should have.
It was okay.
That's on the plus.
It is. It was a really good animation.
Number 11, Superman the Animated Series.
Like,
Okay.
what is the
I need to hear what's above this in order, because maybe there are 10 other shows that are really fucking mind-blowing. But Superman the Animated Series is very, very, very
Is
very
this
good.
like
really
covering
fucking good.
a certain time period or just
Seems
in
like all of it.
general?
It feels like anything from the 90s to the now.
Okay.
Number 10 is Batman Beyond. I'm sorry.
Okay,
This-
okay. There's no way they can bring this back.
No.
No, they no.
Number 9, the Powerpuff Girls.
I mean, I enjoy Powerpuff Girls. It's better than you'd think it is, but I wouldn't put it ahead of Beyond.
No.
Yeah,
Funny and creative.
I like all those shows. No way.
The OG Teen Titans is number 8. I think that's a fair
I-
assessment.
Yeah, but it should not be above beyond.
No. 7 is the Spectacular Spider-Man.
That should not be above beyond.
No.
Be realistic about this.
Number 6 is Young Justice. Fair.
I'd
But
say,
again-
given how much is still left to be listed.
Dude, Young Justice, and I finally finished the rest of it on Max. It's so good.
But not better than Batman Beyond.
It's better than Batman Beyond.
They do a lot with a lot of characters in
Yeah.
there.
And still managed to tie back everything when they end the fucking series. Number 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I can't argue that.
Yes, I can.
I love that.
It's look, nostalgia
It's great for the time.
nostalgia is a hell of a drug,
Yes.
but
It's not that great.
this fucking show was terrible.
Yeah.
It's great for a kid. We're looking at it through adult eyes
Sure.
because we watched it as kids.
It was great for us as children, but
Yeah.
my child, who was still in the age range, when shown the older Ninja Turtle stuff, it's garbage. It's the same thing as our superhero movies. We just have that this was our first taste of this in this media. Sorry, guys. It should not be number 5 on the list. Number 4, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, because it's all just the same series continued.
It's just a continuation. Yeah.
I could agree. Number 3, Spider-Man,
Okay.
the Fox
Well, we
one.
all know that X-Men and BTAS are going to
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
say.
X-Men,
2-1,
X-Men is 2,
be. Yeah.
and animated series is 1. Fine.
Okay.
It comes back together at the end there.
Yeah. But I feel like
Aliens landing?
there's some
Helicopter.
series that were left off of there. Like Wolverine and the X-Men was a better X-Men show than X-Men 97.
Yes, I was going to say that,
Yeah.
but it only got one season,
And
so
that's
it can't
a
be
shame.
considered.
And X-Men Evolution was good for the take that it was, but Wolverine and the X-Men, man, really upset that they didn't finish that.
That was so well done. Green Lantern, another
Yeah,
one.
Green
Only got
Lantern.
One season.
Oh, man.
So smart, just really good use of all the different Lantern Corps. Created a new character that, even though the show failed, they eventually brought into the comics.
Yeah, and then he shows up in another show that was on that list. Actually, multiple characters from that show up in Young Justice.
On Young Justice.
So, do better, IGN. Guys, it's food news time.
We need a food news like theme
Jingle?
little song in there. Yeah.
All right, Dunkin' chocolate donut flavored filled chocolate eggs. In stores right now. I almost bought a bag, but there's $6, and I'm not paying that. Jelly donut, brownie batter, and coconut.
So like the Cadbury cream egg, but like
No, they're smaller. They're smaller. They're like, Hershey's eggs.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird,
I had the
but
same
okay.
question. I had the same question Joe did, because that would be a lot. That'd be way
Yeah,
too
no,
much.
it's too much.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, brownie. I love brownie, but that would be way too much brownie flavor in one of those things.
Yeah, when you're saying $6 a bag, that's why I was thinking they were bigger.
No. That's why I said no for $6 a bag. Mrs. Butterworth, Epic Sugar Cookie Pancake Kit. It includes sugar cookie flavored pancake mix, frosting, and sprinkles.
So cake. You're making a cake.
Pretty
You're
much.
making
Pretty much.
giant sugar cookie cake.
Hershey's Kisses Rainbow Brownie.
Rainbow brownie?
Think cosmic. Think Little Debbie's Cosmic Brownie. So it's the Hershey's Kiss stuffed with the brownie mixture in the middle, And then the rainbow non-Perel sprinkles are dotted throughout.
Okay, not just the exterior.
That sounds like diabetes.
Oh, this.
It's a Hershey's Kiss, though.
Yeah, but I'll eat a bag of them.
That's called not having self-control. Don't blame Hershey's.
Destructive nature is your own.
Great value Walmart brand trail mix has a cotton candy trail mix coming. It includes peanuts, Pop Rocks, shortbread chips, yogurt flavored covered raisins, vanilla cream flavored almonds, and strawberry flavored confection drops.
Mike, are we thinking the same thing?
No, my statement is I'm pretty sure this is the first generic store brand thing that's ever been brought up on Food News.
I brought up the Great Value brand stuff before because they had like brownie batter cereal, and there's like one other thing that doesn't get mentioned often, but this was a.
What's your hang up, Joe?
Pop Rocks.
Yeah, Pop Rocks.
That stuck on my mind too.
Yep, Pop Rocks.
When I think trail mix.
Did you not
Pop
notice the
Rocks.
other horrendous stuff for you in there? It was shortbread pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are peanuts and yogurt covered raisins.
With Pop Rocks.
That'll level it off.
And strawberry cream almonds. Yes, Pop Rocks.
And some kind of fake cotton candy.
I think just the combination of all those flavors make it cotton candy.
This is trail mix for people who go riding on like dirt bikes and quads.
Yeah.
This is not healthy people trail mix.
No.
Extreme trail mix.
Mm-hmm.
Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey trail mix.
Okay. Stuffed Puffs Marshmallows has new Jolly Rancher flavored marshmallows. Sugar-coated marshmallows with either sour blue raspberry soft gummy filling or sour watermelon soft gummy filling.
Fuck, I gotta try one of these.
Yeah, I'm in on this.
I
Gotta try
don't
raspberry.
I don't like the stuffed marshmallows. The chocolate inside is trash.
Yeah, hopefully, since it's not chocolate, it might actually taste like the thing they're intending to. Because those stuffed ones never taste like it. It's just kind of chocolatey marshmallow.
Arizona Iced Tea is launching their first new flavor in like a decade with Tropical Chillsicle, which is essentially the liquid version of a Bomb Pop.
Is that the flavor of the summer?
Yeah, Bomb Pop seems to be the flavor du jour.
Yeah. I just got that sorbet a couple weeks ago that's sitting in your freezer.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be trying the Bomb Pop flavored Arizona.
I would take a sip because my body could only handle that much of that sugar content.
Could you imagine a tall can, just drinking a tall can of that?
I mean, if I was 20 years younger, yeah.
I used to drink the regular by the gallon.
Yep. But that's
Which
like iced tea.
Yeah. Well, it's
Well-
probably all the same level of horrendous.
Iced tea.
Yeah, yeah. The green tea was really good though.
Tea flavored sugar.
Still.
Yeah.
Hostess Donuts. Honey bun flavored. That's right. They're taking two of their famous products and making them fuck.
Talk about diabetes.
Making them
I'm
fuck.
surprised it took this long.
Congrats to them.
Mazel tov, it's a boy.
Post limited edition spring fruity pebbles in fun pastel colors. Same fruity taste.
This one hurts me. I don't know why it does. Oh, because it's just a really sad gimmick. Like, gimmicks have always been a part of cereal, of course. The only reason I ate it as a kid is to get the prize out of there.
Sure.
But, like, just changing the color, go fuck yourself. Not even adding marshmallows.
No. This is very vibrant pastel-y colors. They're pretty. I'm a huge fan of the flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Except for the white ones, yeah.
I even like the vanilla ones. Especially when you twist them with the orange ones. So then you get creamsicle. Who doesn't fucking like that?
They have their uses.
Tootsie Fruit Chews put out a Easter variety pack. They say they're great for egg hunts. It has grape, cherry, lemon, as it should. Watermelon.
Big one on that.
And mystery flavor.
Ooh, what does that taste like?
I don't know.
Ass.
Ooh, I'd be down.
Can I get more of that mystery? Can I just lick that mystery for you?
Oh, I'm gonna take my time on this mystery. Bubbly has six new sparkling beverages coming. They are only 10 calories and 5 milligrams of sodium, no added sugar. And they add potassium, vitamin E, and zinc.
Chock full of chemicals.
It's just bubbly water.
Are
What do you mean chock full of chemicals? There's nothing in it.
They're adding potassium, all that stuff.
Those aren't chemicals.
But how are they
Well,
getting?
technically, everything is chemicals. But is it bad for you? That's the question.
No, vitamin E, zinc, and potassium are not bad for you. They're good for you. Your body needs them. Is this the recommended way to get those things? No. But if you want water with a hint of flavoring and some extra vitamins, this is probably one of the healthier routes to go. And not those squeezable liquids that you put into water, because those are high in all sorts of non-naturally occurring
just trash.
sugar. But the flavors: tropical punch, pineapple tangerine, watermelon lime, triple berry, cherry lemonade, and peach mango.
I'll get down on cherry lemonade. I'll give that a...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's bubbly. Yeah.
I don't like any of those.
I love the ahas. I find the most flavor, but they're discontinuing them, so I guess I will give these fuckers a shot. Reese's Cluster Bites. Peanut butter, caramel, and peanuts clustered together, covered in chocolate.
My teeth hurt thinking about this.
What are you, 80?
No, it sounds good, but I can't do really the caramel. Just
They're little tiny fucking candy turds. Like that big. You can have one. One's not going to upset your diabetes. It's not going to make you... You're not going to miss your stories. You're going to be okay.
If your teeth
that
are that
lost on
delicate...
at 7.
Yeah. Just go watch Jag now. We'll finish the show.
These last two are going to be so fucking controversial.
I wish Kyle was here.
I really fucking do. Cheetos ketchup flavored.
Oh, go fuck
Ew.
yourself. I might walk off.
Ew.
I got nothing on this one. I love ketchup, but and I don't mind ketchup chips. They're fine. But
No.
ketchup Cheetos, I'm drawing a line. I'm drawing a line, and on this next one, I'm erecting a wall on that line because Hidden Valley Ranch is teaming with Cheez-It to make Cheesy Ranch with a Z.
Ew.
I thought you were going to say ranch flavored Cheez-Its, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is the problem with that?
Oh, ranch flavored Cheez-Its would be great.
Yeah, they don't exist already? What?
No, they do.
But Cheez-It
They're
flavored
delicious.
ranch.
Yes.
Again, go fuck yourself.
America, fuck yeah.
No.
Come
All
to
right,
the-
any other news?
I only have a nerd of the week. Or nerds.
I've got a
Plural.
douche. The people. The people who voted for the People's Choice Awards, specifically Best Action Movie Star of 2023. Do you know who the People's Choice Awards winner for Best Action Star of 2023 is? Rachel Ziegler.
What?
Now, you remember the name Rachel Ziegler, right?
Yeah, what was she in that was actiony?
apparently this a Hunger Games prequel thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Snow White.
yeah. That won her Best Action Star of the Year over? Tom Cruise and
Well,
Keanu Reeves.
It shouldn't be Keanu, but fuck Tom Cruise.
Dude, Tom Cruise did a fucking bike jump off the side of a mountain. That's action. I know you don't like him, but give the midget devil his due.
No, she fought other fucking poor people. Battle of the Poors or whatever the fuck.
I'm sure she did all her stunts.
But
too.
like, it's John Wick.
Yeah, it's fucking John Wick. It's the last John Wick. How do you not?
It's not the last.
What else was in that category?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's like when they stopped giving LeBron James and Tom Brady MVPs because you just knew they were going to carry their teams to victory.
You know,
They're just like, I don't know, give it to somebody else.
Rachel's manager was waiting backstage, and he was like, "What did you do?" And she's like, "What? You've upset the Baba Yaga."
The category, the nominees were Brie Larson in The Marvels, Chris Pratt in Guardians 3, Gal Gadot in Heart of Stone, Jason Momoa in Aquaman 2, Keanu in John Wick, her, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, and Viola Davis in the same Hunger Games movie.
Shit.
Give it to Momoa. Aquaman 2 needs something.
That's true.
Wait, Viola Davis gets a nomination for that, but Donnie Yen doesn't for John Wick 4?
Yeah.
He was the second lead
of
one of the biggest action movies ever.
Don't try to figure it out, Mike.
I'm done. Okay, fuck them. Just fuck them.
Fuck them.
And my nerd this week is Preston Mutanga. We've brought this young fella up before. I'm guessing he's around 15 by this point. He's the kid who made the stop-motion Lego sequence.
Yo.
For Across the Spider-Verse. He did it again, because that's what this kid's passion is. It was a shorter clip this time, but it's from the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. It's the moment where Deadpool reloads his guns with the magazines falling through the air. This kid's good, man. He really knows how to animate.
Ryan tweeted him.
Yeah. He's got a future ahead of him.
Kid's gonna get a job soon.
Yeah.
My nerds of the week: the famous duo of Cheech and Chong. They've teamed up with The Last Prisoner Project to create a limited release vodka that converts into a bong after you drink it.
Wait, that's been floating around for a little while.
Only 5,600 were made. And part of the proceeds go to a good cause. Hey, they were advertising it, so.
Bong vodka has been around for like 20 years.
Theirs?
No, just Bong vodka in general.
Well, I'm talking about them. This rare collectible comes with a handmade box full of art and craftsmanship, a ultra premium vodka with a metal label and custom cap, a diamond tip cutting blade, custom made Cheech and Chong lighter, all the gaskets and guides for the bong conversion, an L stem and bowl, and an art book with Cheech and Chong's signatures inside.
Hey, I heard it's not even that expensive.
It's not.
Was it? It's less than $2, right?
Yeah.
Like $150?
Yeah.
Single blown or double? That's a selling point.
I mean, it's the best of both worlds. It's for alcoholism and weed addiction.
Yeah, but if you're getting a single blown one, that thing's going to break in like 5 minutes.
Weed isn't addictive. Okay.
Marijuana is not a drug. You ever see somebody suck dick for marijuana?
Yes.
You in here for some marijuana?
Marijuana?
Speaking of which,
I seen him.
10:30.
The funniest part is the I seen him every time.
Okay. Kyle's not here.
It's a show. Oh, okay. So do all the things Kyle says, like Facebook.com/nerdities, @nerdities on the Twitter, nerdities on the Instagrams. We don't post anything there because I can't do everything.
Google search nerdities.
Yeah, you can do that. But there's like 12,000 results now. And then go over to nerdities.com. Click on whatever you like there. It'll bring you to the YouTube. It'll bring you to nerdities.myspreadshop.com, where you can order t-shirts and I don't know, like hoodies that everybody was like, hey, you guys should really get hoodies. I'd totally buy one. Well, let me bring up them hoodie sales real quick. None. So, how about, just a thought, you fulfill your end of the fucking bargain. I did mine. I made these things available for you people to buy as the things you wanted. And now I extend the olive basket.
Don't spit in his face.
Yeah. Head on over to sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com, CINNFUL, creationsbyjustin.com. Order sweet treats. Those of you that ordered Halloween or Valentine's treats, I'm sure you had a very nice Valentine's Day. Those of you that didn't, well, I hope you're getting divorced or they left you. At the very least, I hope your dick turns black and falls off in the crapper.
Well, okay, hold up a second. My wife left me. It was very unfortunate.
Yes.
My dick fell off. More than unfortunate. At the very least, she leaves. At the most extreme, you lose an extremity.
Hey.
I think that lays out better.
Kumsa. Potato, tomato, I don't know. So the Irish rabbit is going to be stumbling into March. And because we have two great holidays that, I don't know, one's about drinking, one's about a zombie, we're going to have a combined menu of flavorful treats. And order some, won't you? It's what zombie rabbit Jesus would do. After waking up from his Irish whiskey coma.
Yes. Oh, wait, Joe's got a whore.
Joe's got stuff.
Joe just found out that we're on some Spanish podcasting sites.
Joe, I wasn't kidding when I said there was that many returns on the search results.
Yeah, I shouldn't. Yeah, there's a lot. Check us out on youtube.com/nerdities. Just beat that.
Beat that
bell,
ass.
Dick, beat that dick. If you speed it up, Joe, I will be beating that dick. Come on, man.
To get notified, to subscribe to Nerdities and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified when new content is coming, because a boatload of new content is coming for 2024, including Nerd ET's, our cooking show. We have the final installment of the Joe trilogy. We have some fun shorts.
It's got a name.
Oh yeah, the Justice League.
Justice League.
We have more fun shorts and live videos, and also there is a feature film in the works. If you want to give us a budget for any of these projects or anything Nerdities, write to us at nerdities@gmail.com. We'll croon, we'll spoon, we'll talk about your business and our product.
I think you're going about this the wrong way. Do you ever want to be a producer? Do you ever want to produce a movie or a TV show or anything? You know what the most important thing a producer does? Get us money. I think from now on that's a good angle to use. But that's everything, right? That's how we end the show.
That's the thing.
The opinions of the Nerdities crew are idiotic and they're poorly thought out. But don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Fuck, bye. Let's go.
Bye.
Fuck you.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.